Good morning, everyone. Welcome again. Today we will start chapter 6. Name of this chapter is Attitude and Social Cognition. In this, we will discuss today about explaining social behavior. So, let's start with the introduction of this chapter. Social psychology. Social psychology is the branch of psychology which investigates how the behavior of individual is affected by others and the social environment. All of us form attitudes or ways of thinking about specific topics and people. We also form impressions about persons we meet and assign causes to their behavior. Besides, our own behavior gets influenced by others' individual and groups. In some situations, people show pro-social behavior. Pro-social behavior, that is helping the needy and distressed without expecting anything in return. Many of these social behaviors seem to be simple, yet explaining the processes that lie behind this behavior is a complex matter. So in this chapter, we will discuss about the basic idea related to attitude, social cognition and pro-social behavior as explained by social psychologists. So here is one thing written in the screen on the screen. We form attitude or develop way of thinking about specific topics and people. We form impression about people we meet. We are also interested in why people behave in the way they do. So that is, we assign causes to the behavior shown in specific social situation. This process is called attribution. So here is about social behavior. Social behavior means it's a necessary part of human life and being social. Being social means much more than merely being in the company of others. You may recall from in class 11th we have already studied about social psychology. It deals with the all behavior that take place in the actual, imagined and implied presence of others. Here I want to give one example. If you have to memorize a poem and recite it, you may have no problem in doing this when you are by yourself. But if you have to recite this poem to an audience, your performance might get influenced because you are now in a social situation. Even imagining that people are listening to a recitation, although they may not be physically present there, may change your performance. So this is just one example that demonstrates how our social environment influences our thoughts, emotions and behavior in complex way. And social psychologists examines various forms of social behavior, try to explain their basis because of social influences. People form views or attitudes about people, about different issues in life that exist in the form of behavioral tendencies. When we meet people, we make interference. Here you can see about this. When we meet people, we make interference about their personal qualities. This is called impression formation. Because of social influences, people form attitudes or way of thinking about specific topics and people. So here is next the combination of social processes like attitude, impression formation, attribution and pro-social behavior is called social world. Now come to the social cognition. Social cognition of all individual is affected by social environment, means societal condition in the society, peace, harmony, trust or aggression, frustration, disharmony and distrust towards individual, group, people, relationship and social issues. So attribution, as I already told you about attribution is when we assign causes to the behavior shown in specific social situation. This process is called attribution. Attribution is when we assign causes to the behavior. So behavior shown in specific social situation. Very often impression formation, attribution are influenced by attitudes. These three processes are examples of mental activities related to gathering and interpretation of information about social world, collectively called social cognition. Moreover, social cognition is activated by cognitive units called schemas. Cognitive processes cannot be directly seen. They have to be interfered on the basis of externally shown behavior. There are other examples of social influence. They are in the form of observable behavior. Two such examples are here. First is social facilitation. Second is pro-social behavior. In social facilitation or in invitation, the, the improvement and decline in performance in the presence of others, and helping. And in pro-social behavior, responding to others who are in the need and distress. In order to understand completely how the social context influence the individual, it is necessary to study the both social cognitive processes and social behavior. Social psychologists have shown that one must go beyond common sense and folk wisdom in order to explain how people observe and make sense of their own and others. Diverse behavior through systematic and objective observation and by adopting scientific methods, it is possible to establish logical cause and effect relationship and explain social behavior. So today we have discussed about social behavior. Next time we will discuss about attitude. Thank you.